How many times have you had a piece of fish or meat and you don't know what to put on top of it? I've got a really simple relish today that's just going to use up a couple of onions that you have lying around. Really, really simple. Now there's two different types of onions. You get the red or the white. They work perfectly well, both of them. I'm going to go with the white one today just for demonstration purposes. Now, the way to peel an onion. Down here, you've got the root. Up here, you've got the top of the onion, and you basically just peel it all the way down to the root. Now to slice the onion, we're just going to go straight down the middle, and what you can see is you've still got the root at the bottom holding the whole thing together. Just going to take that little piece out, and what's very important for this dish is that you really want to slice the onion very, very thinly. So what I'm going to do with the knife is cut in at an angle like that and gradually get straighter and straighter as I come up over the top. So straight in at a slight angle, and you can see just how thin that is. And what you're going to end up with are lovely thin little slices of onion that are going to work in that pickle absolutely perfectly. So the next stage that we're going to do is we're just going to blanch these onions. And what that does is it takes a little bit of the sharpness out of the onion. We're only doing it for about 10-15 seconds, just enough to get that little kick out of the onion. So just let them come up for about another couple of seconds. Off they come with just a little bit of running cold water. We're going to put the onions into strain, just run them under that cold water for a couple of seconds. Just like that. With your hand, just make sure that they're nice and cool, and just drain them off. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to combine them in the bowl. This next process, we're going to put it in the fridge and let it marinate and let the pickle really kick in. So very important that your onions are dry. There's no more excess liquid on those. They're the first thing to go in. Now I have some very thinly sliced lemon. In that goes. We're also going to add some salt. So the last thing to go in there is your rice vinegar. So that's really your sugar, and your vinegar gives you your sweet and your sour. Very, very nice. So just using your hands, nice and clean obviously. You just want to give it a little toss and make sure it's evenly combined. It really is the perfect little accompaniment. Love this. A little spoonful on it, top of your chicken breast, your piece of fish, even on the side of a salad. Just livens it all up. So we're going to cover it into the fridge for about, the minimum you can get away with was say 2 hours if you're really in a hurry, but ultimately you'd like to leave it there for about half a day, just as all those flavours intermingle really nicely. So I'm just going to pop it into the fridge. A few hours in there, looking really fantastic, that pickle. Now just to finish it off, I want a couple of nice fresh herbs on top of that. So I'm going to start off with a few chives. Basically this just gives the pickle a lovely little bit of colour up on top of it, and also some great flavour. I'm just going to serve this up on its own today, the pickle, but obviously you just put it on the side of your plate. So just like that. Chives are just going to go over the top. I've also got a lovely bit of fresh basil today. Basil, I'm going to julienne that up. I've also got some fresh cilantro or coriander, as you might know it. We're just going to bunch that up into a little bowl, and with our knife, very gently, just a couple of runs through it. We're going to keep them pretty rustic, the herbs. I'm going to sprinkle that over the top of the chives. So that really is a simple, tasty little pickle that's ready really, really fast and will liven up